Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Andrew. Today I'm going to be doing some would you rather questions. I'm just basically taking last week and this week to kind of relax and before I move into a much more in-depth topic, that being religion next week. So I'm going to be answering some would you rather questions this week. I've chosen the hard choices section. And there are some 18 plus questions in here, so if you see cuts, it's probably because it's a question that YouTube won't be happy with me putting up there. That being said, this is a great debating tool if you want to hone your debating skills. If you have a friend that likes to argue or debate, you can do it with them. And you can either choose what side you argue, or you can, even better in my opinion, is just flip a coin and see what side you have to argue. And then when you're done arguing that side, if you really want to get into it, argue the other side as well. That way you have to kind of get out of your normal thinking processes and be able to see an issue from both sides. And if you are able to see an issue from both sides, it, in my opinion, makes you a much better debater. So let's get into this. The first question, would you rather be able to change the future or the past just by imagining it? Well, I can't really imagine the future. I don't know. I mean, I have some ideas of where society and where I'm going personally. That being said, I think, well, hindsight's always 20/20, right? So, and there are some things in my past that I would love to be able to change. So I could change a couple things just by imagining it. That being said, I wouldn't be the same person I am now if those things didn't happen. So I might be changing myself for the worse. But I think in general, if I was very careful, I would change the past just by imagining it. I personally wouldn't change significant historical events. I think everything kind of happened for a reason, and you never know, it could get much, much worse if, for instance, let's say you stopped World War I and II before they happened. You never know. Maybe the Cold War isn't so cold, and maybe we all get blown up by nukes. So it's very hard to change significant past, but I think there are a couple things I might tweak in my life personally. All right, next question. Would you rather be stuck on an island with a flat earther or a Scientologist? Interesting. I wouldn't see a problem with being stuck with either of them. I just wouldn't talk to them about whichever one they are. So I wouldn't talk to the flat earther about the earth being round or not, or the Scientologist about Scientology or religion. Depending on how big the island is, I mean, it's not an issue anyway. If I really wanted to, I could get privacy and go somewhere else. I generally don't have problems with what people believe. The only times I have problems are when they try to dictate what I should believe because they believe something and they think that they're right and I'm wrong. That being said, if I have to make a choice, I would say flat earther. But I could do either. Would you rather have eyes the size of baseballs or have eyes the size of peas? So the size of your eye does not necessarily determine the power of your eye. Just look at hawk and owl eyes and eagle eyes and birds of prey that have amazing telescopic eyes. Their eyes aren't that big. So if it's the same strength of my eyes now, I would say eyes the size of peas. They would be much less likely to get damaged. If something came flying at your face, there'd be a much less chance that it would hit your eye and damage your eye. So yeah, if the strength of sight is equal, I would say the size of the peas. If they're saying that strength isn't equal and the bigger the size, the stronger your vision, which doesn't pan out in nature, by the way, then I would say the bigger ones. They'd be more vulnerable. Either way, it would look weird on your face, but I'll say the eye is the size of a pea. Would you rather be drowned in a bathtub or trapped in a burning building with no way of escaping? Either way, it's a very horrible death. I would probably choose to be drowned in a bathtub personally, but that's I think that just comes down to a personal choice of how you would want to die. I wonder if YouTube will accept this question or not. Well, I'm gonna put it on and see. Next question. Would you rather be immune to hangovers forever or not have to go to the dentist ever again? Well, I very rarely get hangovers now. Not that I drink a lot of alcohol, and not that I drink enough alcohol that I get hangovers from it. A good trick for hangovers is to every glass of alcohol you have, drink a glass or half a glass of water, and that will help because it's dehydration that causes the hangover. I don't like visiting the dentist. I don't go as often as I should anyway. So I would say never have to go to the dentist ever again. I'm assuming that I would never get calories, never get cavities, or have any other issues that would cause me to have to go to the dentist. So I would say never go to the dentist again. Would you rather permanently smell like gasoline or permanently smell like nail polish? I prefer the smell of gasoline. It's a manly smell. No. I don't actually like the smell of nail polish. I don't know why. It's something that I've never really liked the smell of. I actually have a very bad sense of smell, like significantly bad. I can only smell a minute amount compared to what most people can. For whatever reason, my sense of smell is just not as strong. So either way, it probably wouldn't affect me. It would affect the people around me more so. But I would go for myself personally, gasoline. Would you rather trip on the dance floor in front of everyone or rip the dress, I'll say clothing, you're wearing in front of everyone? So I would rather trip on the dance floor. And this actually happened to me once. So I was in public school and we were doing a thing for the parents, and it was like country line dancing or something like that. And I was at the corner of the stage, and I took one step too far and fell off the stage. I got back up and I continued dancing. So I mean, as long as you get back up and own it, and because everyone falls, it's not whether you fall, it's whether you can get back up. I mean, depending on what you're wearing under your clothing, you might not want people to see that. So I think I would rather just trip on the dance floor. Again, just own your shit. If you make a mistake or you fall, you just own it, and there you go. Would you rather be stuck in the woods with Slenderman or be stuck in the woods with Hannibal Lecter? Okay. I don't know enough about Slenderman to choose Slenderman. I actually know very little, and I'm not huge into the horror genre. I have watched the Hannibal Lecter series of movies. I would prefer to be stuck in the woods with him. I don't know if you can run away from Slenderman. Like I said, I don't know enough about Slenderman to choose that one, so I have to choose Hannibal Lecter here. But you could theoretically get away from Hannibal Lecter. I know he's very intelligent and he's very good at human psychology, but there's still potential that you could fight him. Like I said, I don't know if you can fight back against a Slenderman. Or if you can't fight Hannibal Lecter, you can always run. So that's my choice. Would you rather have to wear the same outfit every day for the rest of your existence or have every single piece of clothing... Okay, let's try again. Would you rather have to wear the same outfit every day for the rest of your existence or have every single piece of clothing you have you own have a massive brown stain on it. I'd rather wear the same outfit every day. I don't do that now, but I almost do that. So I have a bunch of the same jeans. They're all the same. And I have a bunch of shirts that are like this, that are, I'll stand up and show you. They're just blank shirts. There's nothing on them. They're just blanks. And I have them in basically a bunch of different colors. So essentially, I'm kind of sort of doing this already. Personally, I feel like, why pay for an advertisement for a company when you're A, going to pay more for that, and B, they should really be paying you to advertise? Just saying. But maybe that's just me and how I think. So yeah, and you could wash your outfit every day or every couple of days depending on when it gets dirty. I wouldn't want to walk anywhere with like stains on my clothing at all. So yeah, I'd wear the same outfit. Would you rather be stabbed in the stomach 10 times or be shot in both kneecaps? Okay. Both are very painful. This one's a hard one. I feel like if you're stabbed in the stomach 10 times, there is a likelihood that that is going to be an injury that could kill you. If you like hit the stomach or the intestines at all, then you can get like sepsis and you can die from that. I know being shot in the kneecaps is incredibly, it's like one of the most painful places to be shot. That being said, I think I'd rather be shot in the kneecaps because I think it's less likely that you would die from potential injury. Would you rather be bald but fit or be overweight with a full head of hair? Well, right now I'm bald and overweight, so apparently I guess those are bad things. Well, the overweight is, but bald I don't see as being bad. So just so that people know, I've mentioned this before, but at my heaviest I was 320 pounds. I've lost approximately 70 pounds at this point. My goal for this year, by the way, is to lose another 30 pounds so that I can say that I've lost 100 pounds all told. So I am working towards being fit, although fit and overweight are two different things in my mind, because fit also includes having good cardio, but I'm working on that too. So bald but fit would be my choice. I choose to be bald now. I used to just buzz my hair normally because it actually looked good on me and it was nice and cheap. I could do it myself. I'm very cheap with stuff like that. My hair grows faster than most people's, so I would have to go to to keep a style. I would have to go to get a haircut every 3 weeks, and the amount of money I would have to spend on that, it just, for me, it never seemed worth it. So I either grow my hair out and I just do nothing with it and just let it grow, or I buzz it down to nothing. Unfortunately, my forehead has become a 5 and 6 head at this point, so I just decided at this point, you know what, it's time to go bald, because unless I have bangs, I can't really hide it anymore. So bald but fit would be my choice. Would you rather have no thumbs or only have thumbs? It would be weird to have all thumbs, but your grip would be ridiculous. So I think I would go with all thumbs. It would be very hard to hold things if you didn't have thumbs. I mean, it can be done, because obviously you can hold the mug like this, or you can hold something like this. But I like having my thumbs, so I think I would go all thumbs personally. Would you rather see blurry all the time or see everything in black and white? I would prefer black and white. I've seen enough of these colorblind person sees color for the first time videos on YouTube. And I understand, we take the beauty of this world for granted with what we see every day. but I would rather be able to actually see everything than have everything be blurry, even if I only saw it in black and white. So I would choose to see everything in black and white. Would you rather have 100% of the criminals in the world locked up or kill 50% of all murderers? So this one's a hard one for me. I don't like the death penalty. Although, to be fair, I'm assuming when it says kill 50% of all murderers, those are people who have actually murdered and haven't been charged incorrectly. I think the issue with the death penalty is we have killed innocent people. It's a guarantee at this point that we have killed innocent people whenever there's a death penalty, and that's a problem for me. Also, the death penalty does not work as a deterrent. If it did, there wouldn't be murderers in those areas, and there still are. So that just shows that it's not an effective deterrent. Do all criminals need to be in jail? Well, if you say criminal, a misdemeanor is a criminal act as well, and I think there are some things that are criminalized right now that shouldn't be. For instance, well, not in Canada anymore, but consumption or possession of marijuana, for instance, or weed, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think that, but I'm so against killing anyone, no matter what they've done, that I think I would choose to have 100% of the criminals in the world locked up. Next question. Would you rather be the first to die from your friends or be the last to die? I've actually sadly lost a lot of my friends, and I am one of the last in my original friend group. They all have passed away for different reasons. A couple passed away in COVID. There were car accidents, other reasons. So I have basically been the last to die. It's very hard because you feel guilty because you've survived everyone. And it is very tough to deal with all that loss. So I don't know. I mean, if all of us are going to die, well, I mean, everyone dies anyway. Let's be real. But if it's early deaths, I mean, the first to die would be easiest on you personally. So maybe in that way. But then your friends have to mourn you too. This one's a tough one for me. But I think I'll choose, just for myself, I'm going to be a little selfish here. I'm going to say the first to die. I know the pain that the last to die causes, so first to die.